Wisconsin say a combination of factors may have led to a shooting Monday at a small Christian school by a 15-year-old girl who then killed herself. There are reports of a turbulent home life, and police are looking into whether there was bullying. The teacher and student killed are remembered at a vigil outside the Wisconsin State Capitol in Madison.
Let us be a community where when we see someone who needs help, that we are the first to extend our hands.
The girl had joined a gun club with her dad this year, according to a post of his on social media in August. 2 of the 6 people wounded are in critical condition. And interest rate cuts expected to be announced at 2 o'clock Eastern time this afternoon.
It's widely expected that the central bank will slash interest rates by 0.25% as a means of supporting the labor market. Fed officials began cutting rates in September with a big half-point cut, then slashed them again last month by 0.25 point. A cut today would mark the 3rd in a row. The Fed will also announce updated economic forecast, and many analysts expect policymakers to slightly scale back the number of interest rate cuts for next year as a result of President-elect Trump's economic agenda, and since recent inflation data has been stickier than the Fed desires. Hillary Barsky, Fox News.
2 stuck astronauts had their mission extended again.
NASA announced the latest delay in Butch Wilmore and Sonny Williams' homecoming. The agency says instead of late February, they're looking at remaining there until at least late March. The saga began on June 5th when the pair blasted off on their way to the International Space Station. Originally, the mission was supposed to last only about a week, but it was first extended by 8 months when NASA decided to send Boeing's problem-plagued Starliner capsule back to Earth empty in September.
Fox's Tom Rigotti. Quadruple murderer Joseph Corcoran's put to death by lethal injection in Indiana, the state's first execution in 15 years. America's listening to Fox News.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Hey everyone, it's Ted from Consumer Cellular, the guy in the orange sweater, and this is your wake-up call. If you're paying too much for wireless service, you don't have to keep having that nightmare. Consumer Cellular has the same fast, reliable coverage as the leading carriers for less. And for a limited time, new customers receive their second month free when they sign up and use promo code SECONDFREE by January 26th. So why keep spending more than you have to? Seriously, wake up and call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com.
Taxes, fees, and other third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
Luigi Mangione is expected in court tomorrow for a hearing about being sent back to New York from Pennsylvania to face charges in the murder of a healthcare executive.
DA Alvin Bragg said first and second-degree murder charges await Mangione, with one of the second-degree counts having an added component as
a killing that was intended to evoke terror.
NYPD Commissioner Jessica Tisch emphasized terrorism, pointing out a recent intimidation tactic from what she called extreme activists.
Circulating a deck of cards with other most wanted CEOs to be targeted for assassination.
Mangione will also face weapons possession for the 3D printed ghost gun and silencer police say was matched to United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson's killing.
It's Fox's Gernal Scott. The Pentagon believes hundreds of North Koreans have died or been injured fighting for Russia in Ukraine.
A U.S. military officials provided the first significant estimate of North Korean casualties. No exact figures, but the official says it appears a couple of hundred troops have been killed or wounded in Russia's Kursk region. They're trying to regain land captured by Ukrainians earlier this year. Ukraine estimates North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has sent as many as 12,000 of his best soldiers. They're thought to have been deployed in largely infantry positions on the front lines, but the US believes these recruits aren't battle-hardened, reducing their effectiveness. Jonathan Savage, Fox News.
Some House Republicans say there's too much spending and they didn't have enough input in a spending bill agreed to by congressional leadership.
It would fund the government through March 14th, but they have to do so by Friday to avoid the government shutdown deadlines. The 1,500-page bill also includes $100 billion for disaster and emergency funding, a health care package, and a one-year extension of the Farm Bill.
Fox's Brooks Singman, former NFL star Michael Vick, says he's been hired as a head coach at Norfolk State University. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Champaign Public Health District reporting a rise in whooping cough cases. 6 times the number of pertussis cases have been reported this year compared to last. Health officials say the greatest risk is to infants and young children. They recommend staying up to date on vaccines and on top of any noticeable symptoms. And Illinois state law taking effect next year requires employers to post salary and